The second part is about collaboration. And in this part, we will go through also 3 functions about clash checking, about provision for Buildersworks, and also about a spreadsheet. Okay, so we can go through these functions. So here, you can find we have this kind of function from MagiCAD Common. And you can find a lot of useful functions also from here, like provision for Buildersworks, clash checking, clearance analysis, and some kind of spreadsheet. A lot of useful function here. Okay, so for this function, I will go through with clash setting. And I want to check clashes between different disciplines. On the left side is for the MEP disciplines, and on the right side is for MEP and architecture, structure, all of disciplines here. So I want to check clashes between ventilation, piping, and also between ventilation, piping, and electrical. I want to make clashes. I want to check clashes between them. And here you can find we also support with clashes between current model and the linked model. Okay, so here I can do clash checking, and for the current view to check clashes here and get a report. And with this report, you can do like this. You can check the 3D view for each clash. Check the 3D view, and you can also locate those clash-related elements directly. Here we have this function to show the clash-related elements here, and it will locate in the current view, like this one, in the 3D view, for example. And I can also locate those certain elements like this. So that means you can find all of clashes. And for example, let me take some clashes here as an example. For example, this one. Here is a clash, and I want to fix the clash. Okay, so you do not need to close this dialog. You can just locate certain elements in the current view, and then use our function like vertical crossing, and start from here to there, and bottom of the reference one, make a crossing like this. Okay, and I fixed a crossing, right? After I click close, then let's check what will happen to our clash report. At this moment, there are 11 new clashes here. New clash number is 11. And here we have update clashes function, the update, and check the result here. You'll notice I have solved 2. So that means you can check clashes in your project, and you can also fix the clashes according to the report, and you can also update the report. So that is our clash report function. Okay, and for this clash report, we can also export to other format. For example, like a BCF format, to Excel file, to PDF, or printout. So it's quite useful for your daily work because you almost can give up Navisworks. Because in the traditional daily work with plain Revit, you always export the model to Navisworks and do a clash report there, and then find the clash according to the element ID. But with MagiCAD, you can just do as I show. Okay, so that is our clash report, clash checking function. Okay, for the second one is provision for Buildersworks. Because in the real project, we also have this kind of clashes between MEP elements and architecture elements. So here, if I draw something like this, like wall, a segment of wall here in this view, and change 3D view to like to coordination. You can check. So here we have some clashes between MEP elements and architecture elements. So here we can do like this. Provision for Builderswork, automatic, and just create openings for the current view. Okay, and some openings will be created automatically. Okay, and then wait for seconds. You will check the result in the 3D view like this. And it's like a space holder because current model is MEP model. And in the traditional workflow, MEP engineers only have access to create openings, just to create like information, not to create a real opening on the wall. So this is just like a space holder. And we also provide another function here for MagiCAD plugin. It's manage openings. It is used to create real openings on wall by architecture engineer. So that is our function of provision for Builderswork. And in the real project, you always make some changes after that. So here, what we can do like this. For example, I move the pipe from here to there, do some changes, and it will check the 3D view. And I use this one, I move this one from here to there, and if you check 3D view, okay, the place of pipe have already been changed. Okay, and here I can use automatic again and check the current view, and here you will notice one void, one opening need to be updated. Okay, so click OK, and it will be updated automatically according to the change of your the pipes or the ducts. Okay, so that is our provision for Builderswork. And then the third one is about collaboration. Collaboration, about the spreadsheet. So here we have a function quite interesting. It's spreadsheet. It's used like information synchronization function out of Revit. For example, in your real project, if we talk about LOD, and a lot of information is required as a result. But if you use plain Revit, you can just do like this, select the element and input the value here, just input some value here, and select another element again and input the value here. So it's a nightmare for you, daily work, right? But with MagiCAD, we provide a simple way is spreadsheet. That means you can export all of parameters to an Excel file. And then you can just type in value there, and we can input back the value, input the value back, okay? And let's take one parameter as an example. For example, here is comments. It's empty at this moment. The value is empty. So I take this parameter as an example. I use this short spreadsheet function, export, and here, so find somewhere to save the spreadsheet. Okay. And for some categories, and find a certain parameter, comments, and export. Then I will get this spreadsheet. It's an Excel file. I open it. Then I can fill in those values here, like this one. Just like a drop down. Like this one. I can just input some value here. Okay, for pipes, just input some value. Okay, and then save it. And with MagiCAD, we can import file. Okay, some changes there, accept, and then check the result. Here, if you check the information here, here is the comments. That means I input or inject some value, some for the parameter outside Revit. So here you can find the different values. Okay, so it's quite useful if you need to provide Revit RVT file with a lot of information. So you can use this function to inject information outside Revit. So that is our function of a spreadsheet, and that is the second part of live demo is collaboration. It's about collaboration.